Hello everyone, welcome to Halo Moon Tarot. This is your weekly relationship reading for Libra. How are you guys? Libra, let's see what's cooking. What does Libra need to know? Clarity, please. Okay, Four of Swords. Someone's not taking any action. So someone taking a little break, pinned down by their thoughts. Yeah, Ace of Pentacles. So this has to do with building a foundation. Someone's had a time out, a break, but I do feel this is someone here who's, it's about making some kind of commitment, and we have the Knight of Swords. So this is a person who's been thinking things through, choosing their battles. This is someone who needed to heal or take a break. So yeah, this is a person looking at this pentacle. Ooh, the Empress is here. So we have the start of something new, and I see some happiness, emotional fulfillment. Some of you are about to get what you want here. Libra. So Seven of Swords. Someone here is trying to figure something out. Interesting. And we also have the Knight of Swords here too. Oh, the Knight of Swords, King of Swords, and the Chariot. So all these cards wanted to fall out. So I do think we have someone here. So if you have someone who's been up to something, a little sneaky behavior, but this is someone who takes great value in something. Like I tell you, the Seven of Swords is always depicted as sneaky player, but this is just someone putting on the brakes, trying to figure something out. This is a person who's been deceived. They're choosing their battles. They're thinking things through, but they've learned something. They see an Empress. This is someone who's now seeing the bigger picture. This is a person who probably felt someone was up to something, but they're looking at the facts. This is someone logical. They're looking at the facts. So this is a person who's taken another look here. You betcha they are, because they all isn't what it seemed. And this, just for future, for some of you, what this card actually says on the bottom, although I don't always take it this way, I take great care in what I value. Yeah, so all isn't always what it seems. Someone's putting on the brakes, taking another look. It has to do with taking control or taking the lead. This person's been doing a lot of thinking here. My goodness. This person is going to make some kind of commitment. Now, if this is the feminine by any chance who took the lead, this person's sword went up. They became a little skeptical. It's often someone who's very much in control of their emotions. See, they're not being very emotional, maybe even coming across as cold because they felt something was up. But now they've learned it, so they've learned something. I like this because they've thought it through. This is someone who's definitely choosing their battles, but it's about taking decisive action. So there's been a little bit of a break. Yeah, could be yourself taking a break, time out. It's all about learning. Two people who have experience. So we've got the Gemini, Libra, Aquarius energy. Let's have a look at the Ace of Swords. Or the Ace of Pentacles. Yep, nobody was budging or moving, but it's taking off that pentacle. If you got somebody here who won't commit, you could be the one who put on the brakes. But this is about thinking and pinned down by the thoughts. And then we have the stuck energy. See, it's protective. Someone protecting themselves, their heart, protecting their money, whatever it is, because the Queen of Swords and King of Swords both protect what's theirs, whether it's friends, family, money, whatever it may be. But it's all about learning and seeing truth in a situation. You're both seeing the bigger picture. So it's about speaking truth. Now, there's the cup. See, this is someone offering up the cup and offering an invitation. But it's interesting because this person's taking another look. They're taking a closer look. And they're going to offer up this pentacle. But now, I feel like your sword is up. Libra. Could be masculine or feminine. Maybe even two Libras here. Little Cancer energy. Tell me about the Empress. Yeah, the Empress is single. This is someone who takes care of themselves. It's a person who's wise. They have experience. But it's a little guarded, like the swords are up here. One here, one here. Sorry for the glare. I'm going to try to find a way to fix this light. My other one packed it in. This one here just, I don't know, the glare. But there we have a lovely single person, someone who takes care of themselves. They're independent. Yeah, so some of you, like I say, it's almost like the tables have turned, but it really has to do with taking the lead. I think you're both taking another look at this. Now, that's what I feel, taking another look at this. There's opportunity. I mean, the Ace of Cups is opportunity. The cup runneth over. But it's about both people staying in control of your emotions. Ten of Cups. Yeah, the Empress. This is someone seeing the bigger picture. This is about being happy, being fulfilled. So I do feel the feminine gets this. Tell me about the Seven of Swords. It's like you both feel the other person's a player. Let's have a look. But it really is just an energy of somebody putting on the brakes, taking time to figure things out. They're looking at the facts, logical. See, being logical. Yeah, Seven of Swords. Yeah, we have the Hermit. So we have someone in hermit mode looking for clarity. See, this is someone looking for clarity. And they're taking their time here too. Shining a light. This is what they see. But it's all about going down this path and taking the lead. It has to do with confidence and self-control. These are both people who are wise. They have experience. Both people have confidence and self-control. Could be a little power struggle here. Let's have a look at the Chariot. Yeah, so there it is, incoming, multiple opportunities possible, but it's an energy of things moving very quickly, someone just swooping in out of the blue. It's almost like this person doesn't see this coming, but it's like their swords up. They're a little guarded, kind of skeptical. They need a little time out, a little pause to look at the facts. Tell me about the Hermit. What's the Hermit finding? This is someone these are two people who've been on their own paths. And definitely this is someone looking to see if the other person's single for sure. What's a Hermit up to? Yeah, so this is an energy of a person who's walked away. So this is an energy of someone walking away from a situation. Someone's been there, done that. See, it's someone who's experienced this before, been there, done that. Someone being kind of sneaky. But it's not, though, because you can see it's because this is someone who's put on the brakes and they've walked away. But it's what you're both looking for, and that's what's so interesting here. See, it's an energy of it not being emotionally fulfilling. The Empress is open. This is someone not afraid. This person's open, and I do think this is someone pretty happy, positive, but it's about that bigger picture. It's about being fulfilled emotionally. I think this person's learning something. This is someone, it's all about being happy. It's about two people putting all the cups on the table. So we have 8 of Cups, 9 of Cups. See, someone's being cautious. They're looking at the facts and the figures, being careful what they wish for because they've experienced this before. But the interesting thing is this is a new experience. Why? Because it's an Empress. Tell me about this 8 of Cups. Yeah, so now we have the Queen of Wands here. Yeah, it's a person who's generally very confident. So it's just the energy of, these are two people who've manifested all the energies. Well, the feminine has manifested all the energies of the queens. This person's still kind of sitting there. But this is a person who's very creative, very charming, full of energy. It's a person who knows what they want. They're not afraid of going for it. So it's this person who took the lead. They put themselves out there. This is someone who just put it out there. Hey, I'm available. I'm open. Interesting. You can see it comes in suddenly out of the blue. And this person, literally, the sword went up. They put on the brakes. Yeah. Let's have a look at the King of Swords. Yeah, see, this is someone going, thanks, but no thanks, I'm not interested. Or someone who just ignores, maybe even ignored someone. Tell me more. Yeah, see, this is someone who was crushing, though, longing for love. See, it's an energy of this person reminiscing about this. So this, I feel, something that happened, because this is someone I feel rethinking this because of that Four of Swords. See, not taking any action, pinned down by their thoughts, time out. So this could be two people, even a couple, having a time out here. But the Empress is someone just putting themselves out there. See, I'm open, going after what they want. But it is somebody here who could be going about something in the wrong way, but they feel like this is someone maybe accusing someone of being a player, accusations. I feel like it goes both ways. Tell me about the Eight of Wands, but I see this coming in very quickly. This person's being cautious, careful what they wish for. See, this is an energy of someone keeping it all to themselves. Being kind of smug. Just a little bit, though. Like, I don't feel, like, I do see they're looking at how it all played out. So it's like a crush. This is somebody crushing. But they are cautious. They're very careful what they wish for, but they're keeping everything to themselves, all their feelings. And yeah, so there is opportunity. See, they know a good thing when they see it. There's opportunity. That's why they're putting on the brakes, reminiscing. They're looking at what's happened, how this is all played out. And now they see opportunity where they didn't see it before. This person feels they missed a magical opportunity. Their sword was up, and I don't know why. I mean, it could be where they were dealing with some. This could be another person. But it's someone who's speaking truth. Tell me more about this King of... This is someone crushing, longing for love. I mean, this is someone who trusts in their ability, you know, to make the right decision. Yeah, but they see opportunity, or they feel that this is someone who has other opportunities, and they may have learned that this is someone who now has other opportunities. So there was definitely some sort of confusion, things that were unknown, but it's someone who's going deep within their feelings here. See, their wisdom. This is someone who's experienced this before, but this isn't the same. All isn't what it seems. This is just a person who's confident, bold, and they know what they want. That's what they're now seeing. Tell me about the Queen of Rods energy. The Queen of Rods. Yeah, this is actually someone tempering their passions and emotions. This is someone here just actually very calm, but they're taking action. This is someone different than their usual type. So they haven't, this is someone with a lot of experience, but they've not experienced this. This is funny. This is where someone just feels like they're kind of thrown off balance a little bit. But yeah, it's all about temperance. This is someone just, you know, being very, a little bit of Sag energy here possibly too. But it's all coming from the Empress and the energy. Now, it could be where someone has been played by someone. It is possible. But it's an energy of the Empress is different than their usual type. So if this is someone who's been played before, like I say, and they've experienced it, it could go that way. But I really feel it's just somebody who's a little different than their usual type because they have experience. They've not experienced this. See, somebody, a feminine who took the lead. This person's very confident too. You look at that little aha moment, seeing the truth. This is someone seeing the truth, seeing the light. Yeah, there it is. See, they see the light. Aha. Someone who's a little different. Somebody who's often a little bit unique. A very unique individual, maybe a little eccentric. But wow. And that it's an energy of a little bit of fear. A little bit of fear. Yeah, they're keeping it all in, though. This is someone who just keeps it all in. But it is someone looking for clarity. And I do think they're taking another break. They now see opportunity where they didn't before. Yeah, but see, taming the beast. Ooh. See, what we have is an Empress. Someone who's already tamed that beast within themselves, tempering their passions, emotions, or thoughts. They're out of their head. But I think this is someone going to be teaching someone how they want to be treated by putting on the brakes. But it's almost like both people. But this person here, they need to tame the beast. They need to get out of their head. Often people who overanalyze and overthink a situation. But there was a crush. Like, they're looking how this played out. They were feeling kind of confused. But now they know something that they didn't know. So you can see that coming. Yeah, see change. See, it's an energy of change. Someone closing a chapter. But this has to do with a lot of growth, abundance, a whole new chapter. So this person's putting on the brakes. I wonder if this is somebody who was just moving on from someone. But it feels as though they're taming the beast too. Two people teaching each other how they want to be treated. It's all about what makes you happy, what fulfills you emotionally. But this is someone just putting themselves out there. So I feel they're very confident. And it is about this seeing the truth in the situation, shining the light. Aha. They're just really confident. They're taking another look, I can tell you that. But it has to do with coming back around. See, the tables are turning. Now the tables are turning. They're actually seeing the Empress in a favorable light. They're seeing you in a favorable light. I don't think this person, and I do feel they are experienced, but they've never experienced this. Because you're different than their usual type, but it's also that energy if you're even their type or not. But it is somebody who just backs off here. See, they come in and then they back off and they need to figure things out. And there it is right there. It's about seizing the day, taking the opportunity. Yeah, this could actually go here or here. But it is an energy of the tables turning. It's about seizing the day and taking opportunity because they see opportunity where they didn't before. So now they have to communicate. Yeah. It's an energy of taking decisive action. It's an energy of not letting someone get away. Yeah, look at that. A little Sag energy too, this person. You may have some of these, I see Sag, Leo. You may have these energies in your chart. Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. Definitely both people maybe with Cancer in your chart. It's pretty interesting energy. But I'm such an independent person. See, the Queen of Wands is very independent. Someone who's not afraid, definitely single, someone who looks out for themselves. So if something's going to happen, they've got to make it happen. Because empresses sometimes make things happen too. They shower a little abundance on someone and then just sit there and go, well, I'm open and available. You're going to have to come and get me. Because they're not chasing. They start it, but they're not chasing. So this person, this is interesting. I mean, there's a lot of learning going on here. I think this person's finally getting it. They're getting it, right? That little aha moment. So I do feel it's an energy of going after it. They don't want this person to get away. But they are kind of used to being chased, and this isn't someone who's not chasing. They're the one who's going to have to do the chasing. See, they're used to being chased, and this is somebody who, like I say, they just get it going. So it has to do with this person. It has to do with being a player, being played. This is someone who's been played before. That's why their sword's up. But this is different because you're not chasing. Yeah, see, they've learned this. Now this person, you know, they're pretty clever, but they are a person who really does overanalyze. And I do feel it is about getting out of their head because the Empress is someone who tempers their words, their passions, their emotions. They have confidence and self-control. That's what it's all about, but it's both people. What is this person going to do, this King of Swords? What are they going to do? Are they going to run away? Yeah. So they're starting to feel like there's hope, but they're releasing something here. They're letting go. It's a person who kind of looks at it, well, I guess it's not meant to be, but now that the tables are turned, they're seeing it different. So they have to be the one to make a move. So someone, and I do see insecurity where they feel this is someone out of my league, like, and that's what I feel. They have a lot of questions. This is someone out of my league. The situation's out of reach. It's too, oh, that's what it is too. It's too good to be true. There's just no way this person's interested in me. Because they feel like the other person's up to something, just interested in what they can provide. But this is someone who provides for themselves. They're not chasing. See, they're figuring this out. They're figuring it out by looking at the facts. And I'm showing you the facts. No chasing. Someone who has confident self-control. They're independent. They take care of themselves. They look great. Someone's sexy, charming. You know, it's what they're seeing. And then a person who is confident. Someone who's not afraid to speak up and speak their mind, but yet they temper everything. This is someone who's, you know, tempers their words. They say what they need to say without being cruel or harsh. This is what I feel. They're looking at the facts and they feel this is someone out of my league. This is way too good to be true. Oh, but it is. This is a person who knows their worth and value, sees self-respect. So now you're even more desirable to this person, Libra. Pretty interesting. But yeah, it's somebody who kind of feels insecure that the person's out of their league, that they're letting this go. They're going to let it go. Yeah, look at that, feeling bold. Yeah, you're actually each other's type. See, they're learning something. You're each other's type. So there's an attraction here as well. Tell me more about the King of Rods. See, this is their energy, and that's what I feel. There's probably an Emperor in here somewhere. Yeah, we'll see. Let's have a look at the King of Rods. Yeah, see, very attractive, a spark, a lot of desire, but it's like you're both attracted to each other. See, a passionate beginning. They're focused on that wand. So there's an energy of someone who's used to being in control. They're used to taking the lead. They're used to being chased. They don't mind the chase, right? But like I say, this isn't turning out the way it usually does. But there is a lot of desire here and a lot of attraction. I mean, it's a passionate new beginning. The High Priestess, yeah, they're trusting their inner knowing. See, if they would have known then what they know now, this whole thing would have played out differently, and that's what they're looking at. So now they've learned. But see, they kept it all in and kept it to themselves. It's an energy of, you know, someone's private thoughts, but now they know what they didn't know before. So this is someone definitely taking another look, but it has to do with them coming in and taking the lead. They have to. This is somebody who's not going to move. They're not budging. Nope, they have to come in and offer up the cup, so you're going to receive. See, just teaching someone how you want to be treated, but in a kind and compassionate way. The Empress is kind and compassionate, balanced. It's also someone who's very practical and very grounded and often very patient and also very private. Yeah, this is about someone planning, preparing. See, pre-manifesting, preparing. This is someone all ready for this. This is like so cool. It really is. This person's learning. But it's two people too. Like I say, you're going to have a conversation at the end of this. I mean, because this person's like, if I would have known then what I would have known now, this would have played out different. They would have reacted differently. They would have gone for it. Yeah, tell me about the Strength card. See, the shock, surprise. This is someone putting on the brakes, taking another look. So they're shocked at what they're finding out because they're learning something here. Yep. So I do think they were insecure, or they felt that way. They needed time to figure this out. This is someone who needed to look at all the facts. Now the facts are here and they're shocked and surprised. So there's a screeching halt. So this person is now feeling confident. Yeah, it's all about coming in right and the harmony and making this right too. Look at that, Libra. They see you as just right. This is too good to be true. It's everything they could have ever wanted, but they weren't seeing it. They weren't seeing it. They're just like, nope, there's just no way. This person, they're up to something. I got to check this out. A Seven of Swords. But I mean, it could be two people who've been played before, so you both have swords up. And you can look at it that way if you want, but it's just about being discerning. But this is somebody who is someone who takes care of themselves too, very sensible, practical. This is someone who likes to sit down and look into the future and visualize. This is, I feel, somebody who's seen a future with this person. Some of you probably still do. But it's just giving this person the space and the time to go figure out what it is they want. Yeah. And it is an energy where someone can't figure you out too. They can't read you. This is often someone people can't read. They can't figure out what this person's thinking. So this is probably a person who prides himself on the ability, because of all their experience, to figure something out. But I feel they can't read you. In fact, you probably are both maybe having a bit of issues. But the Empress is definitely someone who can be very intuitive. See, there's a lot of intuition here with the Moon. But this is someone starting to have those romantic feelings too. They're feeling pretty romantic here, but they're keeping it in right now. But I do think this person's strategizing about coming in right, going about things the right way, because that's what it's right. Come to me right or don't come at all. Because if you're not confident or you feel insecure, why did you come in? Well, they were curious. But yeah, and even more so. Take care, and we'll see you soon.